Good morning, everybody. Today's November 19th. Let's go over the games on November 18th, the night LeBron returned. The first game is the Magic beat the Warriors without Banchero. The Warriors after this loss at 9-7. Yeah, they they do have a couple injuries right now. Kuminga's injured. So Moody right now we need to pick him up and just see how things go. He's been playing 30 minutes and then every other game, right, he has a really good game. Only 6 points here and 2 steals. Steph Curry, he's doing it, but he's also on and off, which is understandable. Steph Curry, 13th ranked player, 34 points, 9 assists, 3 steals, 7 threes. What else can you say? Pretty good. Draymond Green brought the defense, 2 blocks, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, also very good. And Jimmy Butler did his thing. Jimmy Butler has been underrated this year as well. He really hasn't missed a lot of games. Right, 19th ranked player, averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists with really good steals and really good efficiency. That's how he always been. So nothing really has changed with Jimmy Butler. And this year, for the most part, he's been healthy. And they have a back-to-back tonight. So a lot of these guys, they're going to be out. A good time to pick up Moody and some of the other guys, even Will Richards, who played just 15 minutes. But it's hard to predict the Warriors roster really. Who's going to play a lot of minutes that night, especially with Curry and Draymond out. Steve Kerr likes to play sometimes just 12 guys and then see who plays well and then stick with that guy. For the Magic, Franz Wagner, 18 points. Desmond Bane had 5 steals, 23 points. Right, pretty good game. I'll be looking to sell Desmond Bane high. If I can get a top 30, right, he's still a big name. But, even after this game, he's still a 131st ranked player. I really doubt he's going to be a top 50 player this year, rest of the way. Just doesn't have enough usage and volume. Of course, if he can get 5 steals a game, that's great. So far this year, it's only point. Wait, did I refresh this? Let me refresh this. So far this year, Desmond Bane is still, I did refresh, 131st ranked player. So not so great. Wendell Carter Jr., 12 rebounds. Pretty good. You just need him for the rebounds, for offensive rebound here. And Tristan da Silva played 29 minutes. He's very, very good, actually, in fantasy. Pretty efficient, right? Won't hurt you anywhere and can get you some defensive stat, hit 3 threes as well. Anthony Black continues to play super well, 21 points off the bench. We could roster him as well, even with Jalen Suggs back. Jalen Suggs absolutely must roster, 8 assists, 2 steals, and block. Right, missed everything, but missed all the shots from threes. That's okay. Jalen Suggs is going to be good in category leagues, especially in category leagues. Moving on to the next game, we have the Celtics. They beat the Brooklyn Nets. Celtics, after some struggle, right, in the East, I think they can still make the playoffs. They beat the 2-12 Nets. Peyton Pritchard didn't even shoot the ball well, but shot 40% from 3, so that's good. 22 points, plus 11, right, but a bit by low. But after all that, Peyton Pritchard, right, 92nd ranked player. In my opinion, he should be a top 50, top 60 type of player rest of the way. He's not shooting that well from the free throw line either. I feel like he should be the high 80s free throw guy, and then get a couple more steals. And he shot the ball. If he shoots the ball pretty well, right, he's gonna be that top 50, top 60-ish. Derrick White really good here. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. It's great news. Every time Celtics pick up a win, right, that's great news for all these guys because they're going to compete. And I don't think really in the East they're going to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Jaylen Brown, great, 29 points, 3 threes, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. The problem with Jaylen Brown is he this year really the defensive stats was really lacking, and then really high turnovers here, 8 turnovers. For the Brooklyn Nets, Michael Porter Jr. continues to play super well, 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals and 4 threes. But look, try to sell high if you can. Amazingly, I don't think he's really missed a lot of games this year. So Cam Thomas is already out. That's very typical every year. But Michael Porter Jr. He's back, right? Did a couple of surgeries on that. This year, amazingly, and then there's no pressure on him either. So maybe that's the life he wants. He already got a ring too. Maybe just chill for a couple years and then lock in, try to get another ring. It's a good situation for him, I suppose. Claxton also played well, 11 rebounds. But again, I would still try to sell these guys high. when we get to March, April. You just don't know what's going to happen. Like, of course, when you still don't get a top 50 player back for Michael Porter Jr., right? Because right now, actually, I don't know where his rank is. Yeah, 33rd ranked player. Yeah, if you can get a top 30 player, yes, top 35. But you know, if you start talking about trading him for a top 50, 60-ish type of player, right? You're losing too much value. I think if you try to get equal value back as of right now with the guy that's maybe currently struggling, right? Like for example, Devin Booker is 41st ranked player, right? You can do Michael Porter Jr. plus somebody to get Devin Booker, yes, because Phoenix, they're gonna compete all year. Okay, let's go to the next game. We have, oh my God, the Detroit Pistons. They just could not stop winning. 13-2 right now, 120. And, you know, they did a couple games without Kate Cunningham, so they're just very, very good. Kate Cunningham, 25 points, 10 assists, and 2 steals. That's all great. It's just efficiency again, and 3 turnovers. Jenkins, 30 minutes of starting as a shooting guard. He needs to be rostered just to see how things go. 14 points here. And Jalen Duren continued to just amaze me. 8 for 11 from the free throw line, but that's okay. 8 rebounds. But how about the scoring? 24 points, and then added 2 steals and a block, right? Something just switched with this guy, and he's playing really, really well. Same thing with Isaiah Stewart. Plays just 26 minutes here, but 9 rebounds, right? Great efficiency across the board, and this year he's been getting a lot of blocks. I would roster Isaiah Stewart and just see how things go, especially the blocks in category leagues is super, super valuable. He's averaging over 2. He got down here, but, you know, Duncan Robinson, great 3-point streamer. They're figuring things out, this Detroit team. But Ausar Thompson, you know, with all the guys playing well, 1 steal, 3 blocks is still great, but he's not starting and he's not getting a lot of minutes. They need that spacing, I suppose. For the Hawks, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 1 for 9 from 3, 24 points is good. He's been scoring a lot. So, of course, Trae Young is going to be back at some point. I wonder what kind of role they're going to give him. Dyson Daniels, he started playing better and better and better. 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. So I think the buy low window is kind of closed on him. On the season, after all this drama, right, he's a 66 ranked player. So his steal numbers is back at 2.3 right now. Still just shooting 61% from the free throw line. So if the efficiencies go up a little bit, he's only making 0.2 threes. That is crazy low. So he's not making anything. So if he start averaging, like making shots, averaging 15 points, right, he's going to be top 40 in category leagues. But at the end of the day, his value is coming from the steals. So can he get 3 steals? I don't think so the rest of the year. But, you know, 2.3, 2.5, you'll make sure he's inside that top 50, which is still very, very good. But not somebody we want to draft in the 2nd or 3rd round. You just getting no upside when you draft a guy like that, at those positions. Okongwu with 6 personal fouls and 5 turnovers. But hey, it's actually a great idea if you draft Porzingis, you also draft Okongwu, because every time Porzingis is out, he's popping off. Really good game here, but somehow only got 1 rebound. Jalen Johnson continues to be amazing. And the thing, like, we know he's going to get a lot of defensive stats, but the thing that amazed me the most is the free throws. 6 for 6. He's a really bad free throw last year. Pretty bad. I guess he was also dealing with the shoulder injury. So maybe that you could say like that impacted his shooting. Right now he's shooting 82.5% and 57%. 12th ranked player. Everything's coming together for him other than the blocks. Sure. I would still, look, if you can get a Karl Anthony Towns for Jalen Johnson. But again, like they kind of offer different things. I just don't know the efficiency going to be at this level. Of course, the counting numbers, I'm not too worried. Maybe goes down a little bit when Trae comes back, but, you know. All in all, Jalen Johnson is having a breakout year. He just needs to stay healthy. Moving on to the next game, we have the Grizzlies and the Spurs. The Spurs are without Victor Wembanyama for a while. For the Grizzlies, Edie, I think he needs to be rostered for sure. 25 minutes here, 11 rebounds and 2 blocks. Right, as long as he gets minutes, that's great. Grizzlies, how about Cedric Howard? In 25 minutes, he had 11 rebounds, 19 points, and 5 threes. He's been amazing. And with all the turmoil going on, right, he's, I guess, the kind of bright spot in fantasy. Because Jerry Jackson Jr. is bad. I mean, 18 points is good. Took 20 shots to get there, 2 threes. He doesn't get to the free throw line. He doesn't get rebounds. And now he doesn't get blocks. If he doesn't get blocks, he's kind of like D'Lo. As a big man, he doesn't even get a lot of rebounds. And super inefficient. So we'll see. Well, Jaren Jackson Jr. needs to start getting those defensive stats. But at least he's not in foul trouble. It's only 2 fouls here. Vince Williams started. I think we could also look at him. I don't know what the situation with Ja Morant is going to be. But, somebody gets traded. Vince Williams gets 35 minutes. He could be rostered. 9 assists and 9 rebounds here is pretty good. They even played Cam Spencer 23 minutes. Santi Aldama, I don't think he's a must roster. Played 26 minutes. Right, 10 points, a steal and a block. Looks good. 6 rebounds, but not a must roster. For sure, people would love to stream this guy because he doesn't hurt you anywhere. Right, he's efficient. Going to give you points and rebounds. But outside of that, just doesn't get enough opportunity. For the Spurs, De'Aaron Fox, the numbers just look weird. De'Aaron Fox, 26 points and 3 threes is good. 2 steals, of course, but no rebound and low assists. De'Aaron Fox this year, he is the 57th ranked player. Okay, he's on the season. He's averaging 6 assists, and he's been having amazing efficiency, except the high turnovers, 3.7 turnovers. I think he should improve. The more he playing with Wemby, I think he should get his second option, right? And a lot of times Wemby can't really get his own shot, so he's the main driver on the offensive end, and Wemby, of course, does so much on the defensive end. Devin Vassell hit 2 threes, 5 assists, pretty good 2 threes. The Spurs are winning games without Wemby, so Harrison Barnes has been red hot, 23 points here again. You could always have him for points and threes, and Champagne had 2 threes and 9 points. You could also stream him for some threes and rebounds, although he only got 1 rebound here, and some defensive stats. Keldon Johnson had 30 minutes off the bench, 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Is not bad. He could be streamed short term with all the guys out, mainly for some points and rebounds, I would say. And then he's gonna hit a little bit of threes. Moving on to the next one, the Lakers. Oh boy, the Lakers dropped 140 points on the Jazz. We gotta talk about Lauri Markkanen. He's another game. He's 31 points with 3 threes. Plays just 32 minutes. He's been amazing. He's a 9th ranked player. Look, if you try to sell high on him, get a top 20, top 25 player. Other than that, right? A couple of years ago, he was top 15 player. The concern with him is always just being like, okay, are they going to play him? And for sure, Jazz, they're not fighting for anything. There might be a situation where, with the month left, they're 2 or 3 games outside the 10th seed. But, they really don't have nothing to play for. Obviously, getting to the playoffs will be great. But, they try to develop the young players. I do think, look, if Lauri Markkanen is healthy, they're going to play him. They're not just going to shut him down. So the concern, of course, is that if he gets hurt, which at some point he will, right? Everybody gets hurt. Unless, he's going to sit out games. And when he does, it's like Cam Thomas, right? Well, although Cam Thomas might be a bad example, he's going to be out for an extended period of time. And then he's going to miss a lot of back-to-backs and all that. But if he's playing and putting up top 10 numbers, why don't trade him for a top 40, top 50-ish type player? Just hold him. And then just swap him in and out of the IRs. The same concern could also apply to Keontae George, because I remember it doesn't really matter. They were resting Walker Kessler last year too. They were just resting everybody. So Keontae George, of course, he's having a breakout year. Oh my goodness. It's been unbelievable. 34 points. Last year, we thought he's going to break out. He broke out this year with 5 threes, 8 assists, and 2 steals. Amazing. Again, I'll try to sell high on him, but if you're punting field goals and turnovers, he's been amazing. And he's getting those steals here as well. Ace Bailey, so far, I don't think we need to roster him. But, of course, they're going to give him more and more minutes. Maybe at some point this season, right, he could have really good value. And Nurkic, they're still giving him a lot of time. Had 6 turnovers and 4 personal fouls. We still need to roster him, but try to sell him for sure. And then for the Lakers, this is the first game LeBron is back. Had 12 assists, 11 points. He kept his streak alive. 10-point game, that's good. Clearly, he's not looking to score here. Only 7 shots, 12 assists. That's a good thing about LeBron is obviously he has very, very high basketball IQ, but yeah, he can decide what he wants to do. I mean, kind of like Jokic. This game, if he wanted to score 20 points, he could. But he's first game back, let me just pass. 12 assists is good. Austin Reeves, the usage just goes down a lot. It still had 26 points, got to the line 12 times, but only 1 assist, right? Austin Rivers was a big sell high. 15th ranked player. There's no way he stay at this level as long as LeBron is playing. LeBron and Luka, just too many guys gotta eat. Usage wise, Luka still had 37 points. I mean, he's the number one option, so he's gonna get his. Although the counting numbers should also impact a little bit because now you have LeBron, right? Luka also had 8 turnovers. A pretty rough game from Luka, but still the counting numbers look great. 13 for 16 from the line is also good. And now I think Rui Hachimura, do we really need to? Is he a must roster? Not necessarily. He's only played 26 minutes with everybody healthy. So I think if you had Rui, who play well for sure, but even when he does get the opportunity, he just give you points and efficiency and some rebounds. Doesn't really offer too much else. So I'd be very comfortable in category leagues to just let him go, pick up somebody else. DeAndre Ayton also had a big one, but again, this game is versus the Utah Jazz, who plays pretty much no defense. The last game of the night is the Phoenix Suns. Well, they're actually playing well. I mean, they struggled at the beginning, but they're playing. The 8 Oh, did they lose this game? I'm sorry. No, 127, 120. Yeah, this thing is, Google is bugging. Just haven't refreshed. Yeah, with this win, they are 9-6, 7th seed. That's pretty good. 8-2 in their last 10. Big improvement from last year. My goodness. And this team, I think, is just way better constructed. Let Devin Booker cook. 19 points, which is fine. Devin Booker is going to get his this year, no. Right? 5 assists, only 3 steals. But defensively, look at all the steals the team is getting from Portland. Although the couple guys on Portland, they're throwing the ball away. They're gifting everybody those defensive stats. Ryan Down had 5. That's great. He could always be a streamer for some defensive stats and some efficiency. Royce O'Neal hit 3 threes. We could still have him. Right? Allen is out for a little bit. And Dylan Brooks is back. Dylan Brooks, I think we should also roster him. He only played 25 minutes because the blowout. 12 points and 3 steals. Just pretty well constructed, right? You have Devin Booker, and then, right, once you have Jalen Green back, right, he can handle the ball. Although I don't really know how much playmaking or how good he's at doing that. But now the roles and responsibilities are very clear. Last year they're trying to make Bradley Beal a defender. He's obviously not good at that. And on the offensive end, his skills, he never really have the ball. He has too much, so he never got into rhythm. So overall, it's better to say, just have a Royce O'Neal than Bradley Beal in that situation. So they finally got rid of him. The team is start winning. They do have a lot of young guys and talent on this team. Oh, that's good. For the Trailblazers, a couple of guys were out. I think Jeremy Grant was out. They play Caleb Love, another young guy. Yeah, this guy, when we get to the end of the season, if he gets 30 minutes, he might have some potential, right? And then this guy, City, 28 minutes here. I don't know how his fantasy games are, but it looks like Caleb Love. He's gonna come in and have a high usage. He took 14 shots here. Shaedon Sharp, he just shoots too much. My God, 24 shots, 29 points is good, but they're giving him the shots. They're playing him minutes. That's good. You got to pound 10. It's best recommended to pound field goal with him. Tamani Kamara did not have the best game, and Donovan Killigan had 5 blocks. That's good. I haven't really looked up his stats this year. He's kind of flying under the radar. That's because he probably didn't. Well, 61st round player. That's decent. For whatever reason, he's shooting 47% from the field and 95% from the free throw line. Interesting. 1.6 block is good, but honestly, he could do more. 9.2 rebounds is also really good. But with the big man in category leagues, they're always going to be ranked pretty high because they already have the advantage of low turnovers, right? 0.8 turnovers a game. And then as long as it's not a horrible free throw shooter, their field goal is going to be good. So their efficiency is very, very good, but of course they lack the threes, the assists, and the points. All right. And Danny Advia, of course, their best fantasy player, 19 points here. And Drew Holiday is out. So they do have a lot of guys on this team. Sometimes you just know, you might be asking, if everybody healthy, how they're going to distribute the minutes. We'll see. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.